Hello and welcome to the Beer Search Party. This is Sean Inman with you, and our final reviewed beer for the month of July, which I am now dubbing Mild Month, is the X Ale, the Once Upon a Time series, the November 22nd, 1838 version. Now this is done by the Pretty Things Beer and Ale Project in collaboration with Ron Pattinson, a beer historian and writer. And this is the earliest, I guess, form of a mild. As you can see, this does not really appear what we now today think of as a mild. So obviously there was an evolution from this lovely November 1838 version to the 1945 version, which I reviewed earlier this month, and also compared to the American version from Eagle Rock that I reviewed about 10 days ago or so. So, this is the lighter hop, well, actually more hopped, less roasted barley, so much lighter in color, and just a beer for the masses, a mild beer. So let's get some aroma off of this and taste it and see how this compares to what we now think of as the style of mild. It's got a very florally hoppy bouquet. What comes to mind is sort of a cross between a pale and a Helles or a Kolsch, almost like a hoppier Kolsch type of beer. But it does taste very interestingly here. It's got a bit of saisoniness, but it's more in the light British style, so it's not funky or barnyardy at all. It's just a very lightly hopped, a little funky, easy drinking beer, so like a XPA almost, a lightly hopped XPA. It's a very interesting one, and it doesn't really compare at all, in my opinion, to the mild that we have now. I mean, the mild we have now has low alcohol, but it's roasty, and it just has such a different character from this. No, not as much hoppiness, but it's got a nice little bite to it. Very nice in the summer. I don't know what the ABV on this particular one is, but there's a lovely the story on here, which is another great thing about these labels. It lets you know pretty much everything about it. But that is a really interesting and fun beer, and hopefully maybe they'll get together with those two. We'll get together and do another style that has a similar evolution to it, or maybe add different milds from in between 1838 and 1945 to see what those are, or maybe have like a 6-pack or such that you can go and try milds from different ones in one pack. Just some ramblings off of the top of my head, but this is a very interesting and tasty beer. I think of these two, I am more fond of the 1838, the one without my birthday on it, but mostly that's just I'm more of the IPA and lighter mood right now, as opposed, well, because it's July. The lighter ones just have a more refreshing bite to them. So there you go. That's the X Ale from Pretty Things Beer and Ale Project and Ron Pattinson. It's a very interesting beer, and if you run across it, I highly suggest that you buy it. And there you go. Cheers, and see you at the next review.